Bataleon have come out swinging with a super impressive binding collection for winter 22-23. This one right here is the Astro. It sits on the stiffer end of their spectrum and it is primed for pointing your board at pretty much anything on the mountain.
Tell you what, it didn't take long for the Astro to win the hearts of pretty much every single person on the Whitelines test team who had a go on them this season. Bataleon's entire binding line is super impressive, but what's on offer here might be our pick of the lot. So the Astro is a performance all-mountain binding. Pairing it with something like the Goliath Plus would make for a pretty strong setup for a decent rider, but to be honest with you, once I tried these things out, I was keen to keep them on just about every setup after that. The flex rating is either a 7 or an 8 out of 10, depending on which chassis you go for. That's because the Astro is available in both the full wrap, which I have here, as well as an ASIM wrap. Now the full wrap has 4 points of contact, and this provides the most amount of power transmission and edge-to-edge response. The ASIM wrap, on the other hand, has only 3 points of contact, allowing for a looser, surfier feel laterally, while still keeping the heel-to-toe response pretty high. It's a personal preference which one you go for, but for me and the test team, the more powerful feel from the full wrap chassis was definitely something that we were into. Whichever one you go for though, all other components in the Astro remain exactly the same. The full back high back, for example, is made from a nylon composite with these perforations that run throughout. Now this keeps the whole structure supportive from edge to edge, but it's got a much more forgiving and tweakable flex when you rotate in the high back. Comfort's in no short supply here either. The footbeds are made of a dual density EVA foam and rubber with a slight canting that gives you a more natural stance over the bindings. The straps were also a really big hit with the team. That Infinity ankle strap provides loads of contact with the boot and improved response with this reinforced spine over the top. And then the toe straps have this auxetic design, which if you tried Rome's bindings over the last few years, you'll know just how well this works at taking the shape of a boot and providing insane levels of grip without ever feeling like it's clamping down on your toes. And while we're on the straps, there's another cool feature I want to show you. You can see the kink ladder here, which allows you to change the height of the angle of each strap, depending whether you're wanting a higher and more responsive fit or something lower down the ankle for that looser, surfier feel. To be honest, there's just loads of really great ways that you can customize and tweak the fit on the Astros. This ranges from things like the base plate and footbed adjustment through to the forward lean and high back rotation adjustment as well. They were probably one of the biggest surprises in test this year. Bataleon have understandably made a pretty strong name for themselves in the snowboard department, but their binding line is much newer on the scene. You know what though? They're already right up there with some of the best. Anybody looking for a performance-driven all-mountain binding should definitely make some room for these in their setup. Thanks for watching everybody. Please drop your questions down below in the comments if you have, and if you want to check out more of our reviews from Bataleon's boards and bindings for this year, make sure you're subscribed to the Whitelines YouTube channel. Thanks again and catch you next time.